Enchanted Potluck. Penny, how's breakfast today? Breakfast is alright, I suppose. Is something wrong? It's the miserable weather and it's not important. I just want to be left alone for a while. Good morning, Hagrid. Morning. You're the first cheery face I've seen all day. There seems to be a somber mood in the Great Hall. Even Penny seems a little down. It's this foul weather, that's the problem. The sun hasn't shown itself in weeks. Could it be some sort of spell? Lousy weather isn't uncommon in this part of the world. Not even the best of us feeling down when they can go outside and enjoy a bit of sunshine. Perhaps there's something we can do to cheer everyone up. Perhaps a potluck would help cheer up our friends feeling down because of the weather. Nothing lifts me mood like good friends and good company. If neither is available, I could go for a nice walk in the woods. What about you? What lifts your mood? When I'm feeling down, I feel like I like to have fun with my friends. I couldn't agree more. The right people can make you feel right as rain, even in the rain. A potluck might be just what we need to lift our friends' spirits. You might want to start with those two. Penny and Barnaby are usually as cheerful as they come. Things must be bad for them to act that way. I'll talk to them and invite them to our potluck. While you're doing that, I'll start preparing for our potluck. I've got a special guest in mind who might be able to help us guarantee a warm and inviting atmosphere. There goes Barnaby. I should catch up with him. Don't be that way, no. You're not the only one feeling down. Hi, Barnaby. Is everything alright? Oh, hi. It's Noel, my pet Noel. He's in a terrible mood on account of the weather. Noel does seem to get like that sometimes. He's a fussy little guy. Noel tends to rebel and wander off whenever I can't take him out to scrounge for food scraps. Perhaps I can help then. That's a great idea. I saw you and Penny talking earlier. It looked like you two could use some cheering up. That's why I wanted to invite you and her to the potluck. Why do you say that? I'm not sure. I think I said the wrong thing and made her mad. Tell me more then. Got upset when you asked her for advice on how to cheer up Noel. She said she was feeling down due to the weather and needed space, but I asked her for help anyway. Penny is usually so happy and cheerful. I thought she would jump at the chance to lift Noel's spirits. It's not your fault, Barnaby. It wasn't fair of Penny to take out her frustrations about the weather on you. I know, but I still feel bad about it. Then come to Hagrid's potluck. If everything goes plain, it will lift everyone's spirits. It's the perfect opportunity to talk to Penny and smooth things over. Yeah, alright, that's it. Then Noel and I will be there. I'm not much of a cook, though. I don't know what to bring. Any dish will do as long as there's enough to share with everyone. I also need to think of a dish to bring to the potluck. That's me in the library later. We'll research recipes. That's Docos. You are the best. Thanks. You won't be able to smooth things over with Penny at the potluck unless we know she's going to. Penny? Hi, sorry to have you see me like this. I didn't mean to intrude. I can leave if you need time. Don't go, I'm just feeling, I don't know, I haven't been myself lately. The weather has put me in a sour mood and I'm taking it out on everyone I care about. Bonamy feels bad about it too. I can't believe a little cloudy weather is affecting me like this. There's more too, but it's hard to talk about. Feelings can be like that, especially when we keep them bottled up. If you want to talk, I'm here to listen. Since this lousy weather moved in, people have been coming to you for advice on how to feel better. I like helping people, but there's a lot of pressure. I've been feeling down lately too. You told Barnaby you wanted to be left alone, but they kept asking for advice. I snapped at him and stormed off. I feel silly being upset by something like this. Am I being unreasonable? No, I get it. You're not being unreasonable. You have the right to feel down sometimes. You can't be all things to all people. You need to take care of yourself, otherwise you won't be able to help others. Thanks for understanding. I still want to do what I can to help people. I appreciate you hearing me out, but I feel a little bit better after talking things over. That's the spirit. I feel ready to get back to cheering up my friends now. I may have an idea for that. Hagrid and I are putting together a potluck to lift everyone's... That's a splendid idea. I want to know all the details. I should discuss those with Hagrid. That's alright. I'm sure it will all work out. In the meantime, I'll think of something nice to bring. I'd better head down to Hagrid's hut then, so we can work out the details. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Hello, Hagrid. Hello. I was able to speak with Barnaby and Penny. Both are eager to come to our potluck. That's 2 guests down, but there are still some more people to invite. We ought to do a bit more planning for our potluck. I've got some tea ready. Let's have a cuppa and figure out what's going on. We have decided on what the most important details. Let's go through it one more time. We'll hold the potluck in the Great Hall. It's large enough to accommodate all our guests. Like this outside, but the weather just don't agree with that. We'll want some butterbeer. I'll pay a visit to Mademoiselle Malta and ask for some. I'm sure she'll give you... she'll be happy to help as long as she's not too busy. In this weather, she's probably overwhelmed with the customers. Everyone's bringing a dish to the potluck, and that includes me. I'll have to think about what I'll make. I'm sure you'll choose something tasty. Barnaby asked for my help choosing a recipe. I'll meet him in the library later. He said he'd been gnarled to the potluck. I'll also have another guest in mind, a magical creature from the magical reserve. I'm not sure yet. I was hoping you'd help me decide. Perhaps you could bring a bowl chuckle or two. I just hope they don't claim one of the tables as a home tree, or they may get a bit defensive. A cameo in the Great Hall may cause problems. We have figured out our plans, now we need to finish invading the guests. Invading guests in person has worked well so far. It gives us a chance to visit and catch up. I'll start visiting the rest of the guests then. You might want to start at Zonka's. Tonks and Tulip told me they are heading there earlier. Hello, Tonks. Hello, don't mind us. We are plotting revenge. That rude witch called us immature children. We can't let that slide like this stain. Our response will be swift and merciless. I don't suppose you'd feel better if you let this go and join me and Hagrid for a potluck? That sounds delightful. Some say revenge is a dish best served cold after you have had the chance to relax and think things over. Perhaps the answer is a faint frisbee, a giant nose-biting teacup, or a pile of stink bombs. Hopefully we will make a plan that doesn't attract the attention of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. Alright, seems there are 3 ways you can respond. I'm open to ideas. You could threaten her with one of the solutions you had in mind. Alternatively, you could call her out as an adult witch fighting with a student over joke products. You could simply make peace, you both apologize and walk away. Older and wiser, some of those sound more fun than others. How do you think I should respond to the rude witch? Threaten her. You should threaten her, it's what she deserves. I agree, it's the only way. You disrespected me and my friend. If you try something like that again, I'll hide 100 stink bombs in your house. Take the ever-bashing boomerang, I don't even want it anymore. You better one. Well done, that witch will think twice before she insults a Hagrid student again. Feel much better now. I take it that means you and Tonks are coming to Hagrid's potluck. We'll bring fun activities to pass the time after our meal. Brilliant, I'll see you there. That's 2 more guests incoming. I should head to the 3 Broomsticks next. Nice to see you. Hello, Andre. I didn't expect to run into you here. What brings you to the 3 Broomsticks? I came to expect from this lousy weather, but it seems half of Hogsmeade had the same idea. Potluck sounds brilliant. I'll be there for sure. The table should open up soon. I actually came to invite you to the potluck Hagrid and I are putting together. Customers have been flowing in, trying to escape the weather. I got a bale of butterbeer for your potluck. I tap it and get it ready for you. Pub is far too busy at the moment. I can barely even get a minute to think. If you could help bust the tables and keep my patrons satisfied, that would be most welcome. Thank you so much for helping me out. Your butterbeer is all ready for you. I'm sure we'll all appreciate a refreshing drink. Drink has always been the better half of food and drink, in my estimation. Is that so? I tend to enjoy delicious food more than drinks. To each to their own, but a gathering without good drinks is no gathering at all. I'm with Mademoiselle Malta. Good drinks are more potent. You've got a good head on your shoulders. That part is true, and I certainly don't recommend trying. I'll bring your butterbeer to the potluck myself. It's the least I can do after your help. I will. Everyone's bringing something to the potluck. I don't want to show up empty-handed. I'll stop by Honeydukes before I return to Hogwarts. That reminds me, I promised to help Barnaby choose a recipe. Barnaby and books aren't always the recipe for success. Good luck. See you at the potluck. Hello, Barnaby. I'm glad you're here. How's the search for the dish going? Help me find all sorts of recipe books, but now I'm completely overwhelmed. Yes, I want the dish I chose to be the sort Penny would like, but there are so many to choose from. I see, I have to choose a dish to bring to the potluck as well. We have looked through the recipe books and discussed our options for what to bring to Hagrid's potluck. I think I'll bring a pie. There are several classic recipes. What sort of pie will you make for the potluck? Apple pie? How American of you, that sounds delicious. The guests will love it. What sort of criteria do you have in mind? It would be nice to consider the dish others might bring too. Why not a whole roast turkey? I'd rather make something more simple. Penny may enjoy a healthy option. I hadn't thought of that. Consideration for non-meat level eaters is just the sort of thing Penny would appreciate. Thanks for your advice. I heard you were putting together a potluck to help everyone get their minds off of this rubbish weather. Esmeralda has been down lately, even more so than usual. You should invite her to the potluck. She'd never admit it, but Esmeralda needs something to lift her spirits. I'd go too, of course, but only to make sure she has someone worthwhile to talk to. As for everyone who's feeling down because of the weather, of course you are invited. I don't, I just want to help out Esmeralda. That's kind of you. Hagrid's potluck has 2 more guests. I invited almost everyone on Hagrid's list. I should go back to Hagrid's now. It's almost time to make the rock cakes. He is. I want to go with you and see what sort of creature he's been in. Hello there, you're just in time. Barnaby is eager to see the magical creature you are planning to bring. I'm glad to have you help. Our special creature guest is right here. It's nice to meet you. I've been getting to know your Bodoc before she and the rest of her family join us for the potluck. As for me rock cakes, I've got everything ready. All that's left is to put them in the fire to bake. No need, also I don't have one. I just put the rock cakes onto the hot coals and let them cook. What do you think of me old-fashioned baking method? Traditional methods are some of the best ways to make delicious food. That's just how I feel. I'm glad we agree. All we need to do is wait 15 or 20 minutes to let them nice and golden brown. Wait a tick, where did she go? She must have ran off somewhere. I found you, you little rascal. Potluck was hiding in a teacup this whole time. It's never a dull moment when it comes to magical creatures. Aren't your rock cakes still baking? Me rock cakes, they are ruined. I'll have to start over. Don't worry, I'm sure you can make new rock cakes. I'll try not to take it as a bad omen. I can help with that. I've extended invitations to a number of our friends. Even Mila asked if she and Ismelda could come. I know you and have bad dealings in the past, but I'm proud for you for choosing kindness. Works hard every day to help her students. She deserves a break. I'll head to the classroom right now. But I'll need your help when it comes to make my stew. I appreciate all your help. I'm off to invite Professor McGonagall to the potluck. Oh yeah, big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Nope, not doing that. Hello, you are quite early for your transfiguration lesson. Hagrid is putting together a gathering to take everyone's mind off the weather. I'm not in the right mood for such an occasion. What's wrong? Perhaps talking things over will help. It is our responsibility to be there for our students, not the other way around. Sometimes it can help to talk things over. You sound just like Quat. He'd be opening up to you already if he were in my position. Why are you so interested in hearing Professor wax poetic about her problems? I want to cheer you up. You work hard for your students at Hogwarts. It's time someone tried to help you as well. And my past in the Scottish Highlands. This gloomy weather reminds you of your childhood and memories from your past. The climate around Hogwarts is not so different from the village I was born in. At times like these, I find my mind wandering back to those days. We all have families and histories outside of Hogwarts that affect us in one way or another. I know I do. For me, family has always been complicated. I do appreciate your honestness, and your willingness to listen. I feel a bit better now that I have gotten this off my chest. Does that mean we can expect you at the potluck? There is another who may benefit from your efforts more than I. I'll look into it. You too, Professor. I'd better go to the artifact room then. Ismelda, so you are the student, McGonagall. Sorry, who seemed distressed. Didn't mention that you were rather moody lately. But others like you won't leave me alone. The last thing I need is someone else trying to cheer me up. Hagrid wants everyone who's interested to come to the potluck. That includes you and Mila. Then mark me down as uninterested. That silly potluck won't help me anyways. I just want things on my own terms. Said the weather has been making you feel down. You'll hardly be the only one. I'm not like most people, certainly not, but you may still benefit from discussing your feelings. Fine if you insist. You have been moody lately because you're bored with the food at Hogwarts. It's not just the food, it's everything. The weather, our lessons, the days are running together. I need a change. That's all the more reason to come to the potluck. I already invited you and Mula to come. You may enjoy all the food there. I'm making a pie, Bonamir's been vegetable stew, and Hagrid's making raw cakes. But I don't know if you are capable of pleasing my sophisticated palate. Penny? I didn't expect anyone to be here. Well, if it isn't Miss Choppy, the only one at Hogwarts who always is in a good mood. Sourpuss isn't like you to call people names. And I don't feel like dealing with difficult people right now. Difficult? Are you going to let her talk to me like that? Penny called me difficult and a sourpuss? Calm down, you two. You have both been down because of the weather. That's why you're holding this potluck to help lift everyone's mood. We know about your potluck by now. I was just trying to diffuse the tension. I'll diffuse the tension by leaving. You were trying to diffuse the tension and I snapped. It's no problem. The more people I speak to, the more it becomes clear how important it is to have our potluck. We have had some difficulties. I was going to meet him in the kitchens to help him with the stew. Sounds delicious, I can't wait. I'll be fine, I didn't come here to bar, and I just left my potions book behind. The Hogwarts kitchen, this is where all the food is served all the food served in the Great Hall is prepared. It's also where a lot of students serve attention. Everything's ready for us to cook our dishes. Well done. We have Pitts to thank. He was kind enough to let us use the kitchens and ingredients from the storerooms. Now we can get right to cooking. I've got the cookbooks right here. I was just getting started on the stew. If we work together, we can make both dishes are finished in time for the potluck. Our dishes are complete. I can't wait to find out how they taste. You're not supposed to cut into a pie until it's time to eat. Not bad. It's the best apple pie I've ever tasted. I chose the right recipe. This pie will be a hit at the potluck. Now it's time to taste your stew. Uh-oh. Something's off in the stew. But I don't taste any salt. I must have gotten them confused and added sugar instead of salt. My vegetable stew is completely inedible. I could say that you're improving. A little while ago, you didn't know where to start. Now you have gained valuable experience. But I don't think all the practice in the world will help me. I'm just no good at cooking. I don't want to go to the potluck anymore. What the hell, man? I'd better tell Hagrid what happened. Hagrid's had better luck with the rock cakes. Are you alright? I came to update you on our potluck and see how you do potluck. I'm just not capable enough. I want to make me friends at Hogwarts happy, and I can't even bake a decent batch of rock cakes. And the fourth, I just can't get it right. Now I'm out of ingredients. Not that there's a point to it anyways. Don't say that. You can't give up now. Students all over Hogwarts are looking forward to it. That's good news, I suppose. I hope McGonagall said yes too. At least you tried your best. You even invited Esmeralda and Mula. But then she got into an argument with Penny and stormed off. While we were preparing our dishes for the potluck, his stew didn't turn out well. Perhaps the proper professor could lift Hogwarts spirits and not me. I don't know, perhaps I was too ambitious, thinking I could put a potluck like this. Why shouldn't I just let things be? Lifting people's spirits is your special gift. Hogwarts students come to you for the sort of guidance and companionship they can't get from the professors. You're right, I can't just give up yet. Just let's give it our best and make this potluck one to remember. Let's talk about what's gone wrong so far. It may help us determine what we need to do to. It sounds to me like we need the help of a potluck expert, someone with experience at hosting people. Molly Weasley, when it comes to putting a guest at ease, is no one better. I have met Molly before. Whenever I visit the bowl, she always makes me feel at home. She's the perfect person to help save our potluck. I'll send an hour right away. Hopefully Molly can get here in time to help. When I give the word, meet me at the Hogsmeade station. You're just in time. Molly's train is about to arrive. Hopefully, she'll be able to help us get our potluck back on track. Hello, Hagrid. I came as soon as I got your message. Hello, Molly. Hello, Mrs. Weasley. It's a pleasure to see you again. Even greater pleasure to enjoy proper etiquette for once. Most of my children are hopeless when it comes to such things. With the weather being so lousy, a lot of our friends have been feeling down. Want to throw potluck to lift everyone's spirit? I see what's the damage then, Hagrid. You go first. Just a minor issue, some snags, and a few hiccups. Is Hagrid's account accurate? What is the true statement? Hagrid understated it a bit. We are facing serious challenges. Let's start by assessing the damage. Something's up. There are 3 problems we are dealing with, but only 2 that we can solve. Some of our guests may not be coming, like Barnaby, Esmeralda, and Professor McGonagall. Some of us need a bit of coaching when it comes to cooking edible food. What we can change is the rubbish weather. Can't change is the rubbish weather. That's the whole reason Hogwarts is in the somber mood. Applaud your efforts to lift everyone's spirit. Lift the spirits of your friends and colleagues. Bringing happiness into the lives of others is a noble pursuit, one that hardly gets the respect it deserves. I absolutely can, but you must listen carefully and do exactly as I say. To summon your friend Barnaby and meet me in the Hogwarts kitchens as soon as possible. We are all here. We don't have much time before the potluck. Our guests will not go hungry, I assure you. Let's begin by surveying the damage. Thank you, I made that one. I have nothing to worry about with you. Looks alright, the taste is off, it's far too sweet. I suspect the chef mistook the sugar for salt. A little practice and this stew will be perfectly delicious. I'll do my best. Now on to our next dish. Oh, Hagrid, keep your chin up now. There's hope for all of us. I'll help where I can. Excellent. I'll need a capable assistant if we are going to succeed. Look at this. I think we may have actually pulled it off. Our dishes turn out splendidly. Even the raw cakes. You are quite a skilled baker. It's just part of the job. Raising 7 children causes you to pick up a few skills. Also enjoy baking. It's one of the non-destructive hobbies. Which dish do you believe will impress our guests the most? I think Bonamy stew will impress the guests the most. Considering where I started, I'm mostly just glad it's edible. Savory, delicious, and colorful, it will satisfy even the most discerning palate, even for those who don't eat meat. I can't wait to see how our guests react when they learn Barnaby made it. We have got all our food prepared. We should bring our dishes to the Great Hall and get things set up. It might be the magical flows you need to bring a little sunshine back to Hogwarts. Our potluck is finally coming together. We have still got some setting up to do, but it should get done in time. I only wish we could bring the gathering outside. We'll make do as best as we can, and I have one idea that could help us. That's right, you said in the kitchens that you had an idea to bring sunshine back to Hogwarts. I'm sure you know the spell Lumos by now. And there are several variations of that spell, and one can recreate the effects of a bright shining sun. I haven't learned that one yet. If we cast Lumos Solemn, with this rubbish weather, it's been a while since Hogwarts has seen the sun. I'd be happy to teach it to you, though I warn you, it's a bit advanced. Our guests will feel like enjoying a bright sunny day no matter where they are. I think you have got it. Now let's see you perform the spell on your own. Here it goes. Lumos Salum. Brilliant, I'm quite impressed. This spell is usually reserved for 7th years. I should expect nothing less from a wizard of your caliber. Ismona, what is it? The rain stopped after all this time. It's cloudy and miserable, of course, but I figured you'd want to know. I suppose not that I care or anything. That's not it. I just thought the information would be useful to you. You should come because we do like you. We have had our differences, but we have more in common than you think. I don't need anything, but if it will stop you from pestering me, I'll talk to Mula. If she wants to come to the potluck, we may intend. With no rain to stop us, we can move the potluck outside. It may be cloudy out, but we have got a trick to ensure we get a bit of sunshine. Hagrid, this is brilliant. I'm glad you suggested moving the potluck outside. The only thing that could make this better is a bit of sun. Thank you for coming with all the gloomy weather. I know a lot of you have been feeling down. That's why Hagrid and I put this potluck together. We hope it will remind us that no matter how gloomy things get, the sun will always shine again. Fine, Walk. Are you gonna have to stay like that for the whole potluck? I'll stay like this as long as I can. Allow me to assist. Professor McGonagall, you came just in time, it seems. If you don't mind relinquishing your wand for a time, you should now be able to enjoy the potluck. Our potluck went even better than I hoped. To think I was so close to giving up on the whole thing, but you didn't. That's what's most important. We wouldn't be here if not for you. This was all your idea. We probably wouldn't have been able to pull this off without your help either. Molly's right. You did more than anyone to lift everyone's spirits. What part of this do you think you'll remember the most? Remember cheering up my friends and seeing them all smile again. Cheering up a friend when they're down is one of the most important things you can do. When we first talked about this, I remember you told me that time with friends always cheered you up. I won't forget what you did to help all your fellow students and even the professors. Got somewhat to show our appreciation. This is for you. You're giving me this fine teapot to me, but don't you need this for your family? The teapot is special. I've used it while hosting guests more times than I can remember. I want you to use it to bring joy to your future guests just like I did. Remember that whenever you make a cuppa, especially if it's for someone else. I will always remember the joy we shared when we brought sunshine back to Hogwarts.